Yes guys, right, in this video I'm going to show you the easiest way to use MyFitnessPal and to hit your macro targets, right? So the way this is going to work, you're going to need MyFitnessPal and you're going to need some calorie and macro targets already set in there, okay? But essentially the best way to use MyFitnessPal is as a meal planner rather than an off-the-cuff tracker. So what I want you to do is open up your MyFitnessPal diary, go into your what's the word for it? Yeah, open up your MyFitnessPal diary, go to diary and scroll to tomorrow, okay? And from here, we're gonna start adding our foods, okay? Now for the purpose of this video, I've set my macro targets to 200 grams of protein, 55 grams of fat and 100 grams of carbs, okay? And I'm going to show you how to plan your food in the easiest way possible, essentially, okay? So let's get to it. So firstly, rather than planning food meal by meal, we are going to be planning it macro by macro. Now what I mean by that is we plan it as all the protein for the day first, then once we're on the protein we do all the carbs, once done the carbs we'll do all the fats, okay? And we're going to do it together to make it mega easy for you. So firstly, breakfast. If you're having breakfast, you don't have to. In this scenario, I'm going to have breakfast and I'm going to be opting for some 0% fat phage or Fahey Greek yogurt, okay? And I'm going to go 250 grams of that. So that's my protein source for my first meal of the day, okay? Lunch, I'm going to go for nice and simple chicken breast. And in there, I'm going to be going 250 grams of chicken breast. Then we're going to be going to dinner. And for dinner, I'm going to be opting for 5% fat beef mince. You can do all sorts with that. And again, I'm going to be going 250 grams there, okay? So we've done all of our protein for the day. So next up, we're going to add in carbs to each meal. So breakfast, I'm going to opt for some raspberries. It would help if I could spell raspberries. And we're going frozen, and we're going to go 175 grams of raspberries. I'm going to then turn to my lunch, and I'm going to go for white potato. And I'm going to go for 150 grams of white potato. Then going to go to dinner. And I'm going to go for a bagel thin. But I'm only going to have half. So let's say a bagel thin is 50 grams. I'm going to have 0.5. So half a bagel thin, let's just say. Right, so we've done our carbs. So our carbs are all in. Now we're going to add our fats. I'm not going to add any fat to breakfast because I don't feel like I really need it there. But I'm going to go into my lunch and I'm going to add in avocado. I'm going to have 60 grams there. Then going to go to dinner. That's not dinner. I'm going to go to dinner. And I'm going to go for a reduced fat cheddar cheese. And there I'm going to go 40 grams, okay? So now we have done all of our foods for the day, essentially. Our main food groups, should I say. Our main macros. So you've done your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Now I'm going to scroll down and press nutrition. And here you'll see what I've actually had. So I've had 155 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbohydrates, and 34 grams of fat. So as I said at the start, my actual targets were 200 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. So we're way off on protein. Now a really easy way to now bump up that protein number is to go into our protein sources. So first I'm just going to go into chicken breast because I can get a lot of kind of protein for my calorie of chicken breast. So I'm going to change 250 to 350, right? I'm going to scroll back down to nutrition. And now I'm on 177 grams of protein, okay? Now there's a few things I could do here. I could add in a protein shake, quite easily hit my protein target that way. However, in a fat loss phase, I quite like food, so we're going to stick with the food route. And I'm going to go into my 5% fat beef mince. I'm going to change that from 250 grams to 285 grams. I'm going to now go into my nutrition again. Protein's now up to 185, so still very short. My fat, just keep an eye on that, 37 grams. Dinner is obviously an important meal because going to bed hungry is the worst thing, so we're going to up this even more. And I'm going to go 320 grams. How far does that bring me up? 192 grams of protein. We'll leave that where it is for now. Right, next thing. Oops, we're going to carbs. Carbs are 82 grams. Should be fairly easy to hit this. I'm gonna go into my bagel and just see how many kind of calories and macros, like the macros that make that up, were. So half a bagel is 13.1 grams of carbs. So we're gonna actually go for the full bagel in that meal. And I'm gonna go back to nutrition, see where we're at. I'm now at 95 grams of carbs, nearly there. Let's address fats next. So, again, dinner being quite an important meal. I'm going to go there. I'm going to change my cheese to 50 grams. That will edge up fats very slightly, as you can see, now 41 grams. Protein's also gone up with that. Then I'm going to go into my avocado. I'm going to edge this up to 75 grams. Take a look at nutrition again. And you'll see that my fat is now up to 43 grams and my carbs are up to 96. To make my chicken not as dry, I'm gonna pan fry it with some olive oil. Olive oil is literally 1 gram of olive oil is literally 1 gram of fat. So a really easy way of bumping up your fat. So we'll go 5 grams there. I can't actually remember how much fat I had left there, but we'll bump it up. So now fats are up to 48, protein's at 197, carbs are at 96. For the purpose of this video and how long it takes you to watch this, I'm not going to play around with it anymore, but hopefully that shows you how easy it is to hit your macros. If it doesn't, let me know, drop me a message and I'll help you out. But yeah, good luck.